Alright guys, sorry, it did take me a moment to swap over to the other Go TV, and actually we did see, just as I was coming in there, Tizian picking up, I believe it was an ace there for himself, so some nice shots. Didn't have the sound on, of course. I was still swapping it on over, wanted to get back into the game straight away, didn't want to leave you guys waiting. But yeah, of course we missed a few rounds, having been still back on the previous matchup. But right now, big. They're leading 4-1. It seems like they did, I believe, just get a reset in onto 3D Max, resetting their economy completely. And you can see because of that now down onto a bit of a force buy. An AK UMP, some pistols, and a MAC-10. Definitely not ideal. And actually, I believe that was Tabson to connect the up shot early on. This is actually my first time to cast big since they added Xantares. And of course, brought back Nex now that Smuya has been benched. So it's interesting to see. Tabson, of course, a very capable opper. A lot of people don't not want him to really swap to that primary up roll just because his rifles are also so dangerous. But he's giving it a go right now. You can see he does have that weapon in his hands. What do you mean finally? We're on a break for 10 seconds, guys. There we go. 3D Max still have a chance in this round. Some utility in play. A plan seemingly in mind. As they do group up and look to try and actually take this towards A. Right now the problem is big do have a bit of a stack. They left only Tizian on B, trusting him to be able to actually lock that down if it's needed. Oh, this actually might be just a bit of a fake. Nade's trying out on balcony. The players in that position going back. Although Nice is also being made towards Banana, so I feel like right now 3D Max are just trying to keep big, kind of questioning what's going on. But they're not doubting themselves. They're happy to keep this 4-man stack towards A in place, and it looks like it probably will work out. Or at least definitely has the chance to do so, because this is where the push comes towards. There we go, smoke's going down. That's actually going to make things pretty difficult for Big to try and find these frags. Looks off the hit onto its own, of course, but there we go. Gobby getting the opening kill on the MP7. All of the frags just being put in favor of Big currently. It's a sea of blue to fill the kill feed. Can he get the knife? Yeah, there we go. Next actually gets the knife to deny the bomb plant. A little boost, $1,500 put into his bank alongside all the SMG kills that were found as well. As Big take a 5-1 lead. 3D Max are going to have to go ahead and actually take an eco now in this round. Gobby in the octagon. I don't know. Gobby's a pretty big dude. What height is he? I feel like maybe I could have a massive height and reach advantage, so maybe might do it. But yeah, this one is just the eco, as I said, for 3D Max. Having fully invested into that previous round and not finding very much. Means the eco coming in, very little upgrades as well, just 2 P250s. Gonna be tough for them to try and really get too much damage done in this round, but if they can drop a few weapons, keep the economy modest for Big, they can be somewhat happy. Oh, and Big not even going to give them an opportunity. The second 3D Max tried to push forward on mid, they flashed in, and Gobby on the MP7 takes 4. He's sitting at 8-1 right now. And I believe the majority of those kills actually coming in with SMGs. You can see because of that, his money built up quite sturdily. Sitting over 7,000 at this point. Oh yeah, I did say bench, but that's because of what it says. Smuya moved himself to the bench. Never, guys. Be so specific, I probably should be. But yeah, a buy round here from 3D Max, one that they need to make work. And look at Gobby, just keeping on. He didn't bother upgrading the MP7 because it's been so effective so far. And he is making it work as an absolute shutdown currently in play here from Big. Kills all in their favor, continuing to do so as Tabson shows what he's capable of on the op and finds 2 as the mid push comes in. No success right now from 3D Max, and Inferno is a map that they're usually quite decent at. Actually want to go ahead and check up on the map veto. So yeah, 3D Max picked Inferno, Big picking Dust 2, and then Cash left as the decider. So it's an interesting map pool. The fact that Big are looking so dominant right now on Inferno is surprising. It's a decent enough map for them, but It is 3D Max's most played map by far, and statistically their best map as well. So this is not the start that they would have been hoping for. Definitely somewhat worried as it goes 7-1 early on. A perfect gun round from Big. They don't lose a single player. And of course now 3D Max again, not being able to find a bomb plant. Put back to the pistols. Lost bonus at least being built up, so we can maybe get some Kevlar around, a bit of utility as you can see. Actually a Mach 10 for David P comes out. But it is looking so good for the German side early on. Given a chance on mid, gets two very quickly, finds another on the Og, not even needing the scope to make this work. Eventually falls, but has done plenty from that position, all things considered. Savage the smoke. Ooh, definitely gets one on the Tech 9. So a somewhat costly round with a couple of frags coming in from 3D Max, but it's not too big of a deal. As you can see, Big all sitting well above $10,000 as that round begins. As this round begins, rather. And a pause being called at this point. It must be a tactical from 3D Max. They're going to buy into this round right now. But it's not going to be perfect. They will lack a little bit. If they want to get the op out, it would have to be glass cannon. Apologies, my dog is very loud sometimes. She's adorable though, so we let her away with it. Maka not having a strong start. We haven't really seen him get to use the op yet either, which of course is his special weapon. One that he can definitely have a lot of impact on. Not going to have it in this round either. AK most likely to just be taken out by him. Early on from Big. You can see after the pause being called by 3D Max, they know that maybe they're going to try and swap something up. So they go for it themselves. They push straight down Banana. A second kill actually to be found by Xanter through the smoke. A single trade from Haji at least, but still a man advantage in play for Big, of course. So a tough position for 3D Max to try and come back in from. Needs to be careful. He's of course that sole defender over on B. Bit risky for him to take that jump peek and get damaged up in the process. A minute remaining, so I guess 3D Max aren't really in too much of a rush. They are showing a bit of presence towards A, but actually the bomb making its way back towards Banana. Tizian, he's going to be playing pretty aggressive. As I said, he was the sole defender, had a rotation come in from Xanter's. And the second Tizian goes down, Xanthers realizes that he does need to get back in position on B. Sadly, the Molotov, or sadly the smoke rather, going to slow him down from coming in through CT, but a good Molotov to actually separate the push from 3D Max and slow things down slightly. Take the peak, no winning kill, but will be traded on. So 3D Max being quite effective actually getting their way onto this B bomb site. The bomb is going to be planted. And a 2v2 retake for Nex and Gobby is going to have to be the case for Big here if they want the round win. One coming from CT, Gobby coming in from Banana. They do of course have the fuse kits, and both players on 3D Max being moderately tagged up. It is definitely doable. Lots of steps being made from Gobby. Position. Haji takes the peak from construction. His spot now known as well, being actually spammed down quite a bit more again, but it doesn't matter. Haji, too quick on the AK, gets the first kill with the help of Maka and just spins around for an instant headshot onto Nex. As it is gonna be a second finally for the French side coming in. But of course, Big had built up a great economy. They're not going to struggle to buy anytime soon. They're going to get the full investment here. The op comes out, all the rifles, all the utility. 3D Max only surviving with a single player means they are working with a pretty... a weaker buy than they'd hoped for. It's a really good buy, bar Devil just being put onto the Deagle. But of course, I haven't really lived with one player. They had to invest all of their money to get this buyout. Meaning, if Big picked this round up, 3D Max instantly put back down on towards an eco. It's quite crucial. And there we go, Maka. He's going to step it up, and it's needed. 2 quick kills towards the top of Banana. Actually completely opens up the B bomb site. Tizian and Xanter's fall. Although the bomb hasn't been brought to B quite yet. They do still have the control. 3 players in this position. You should see the bomb being retrieved by Jinx, I believe. And it being brought over towards that B bomb site as soon as possible. And I feel like already Big do just probably want to go ahead and actually potentially take the save. I guess they have some money, so maybe they can go for it and see if they can get a few kills or something. But I'm not sure if it's really too worthwhile, because a 3v5 retake on B, the risk reward, the chance of actually pulling it off successfully, not really too high. Realized as well that there's a potential here that the weapons might not be saved. Dangerous position from Hadji, because he doesn't want to lose his gun. 3D Max can try to keep everyone alive here so they can build up their own economy. So Hadji going down doesn't really help with that. Not too bad, they'll still live with 4. Definitely not too detrimental, but not ideal. Of course, Big still having money to buy in means they're going to keep putting the pressure on the economy of 3D Max, so ideally, when they have a round like that where they could potentially live with 5, I think in the future they might want to take it. So here we go. 3D Max slowly building their way back into this game, but it is certainly a slow progression. Still yet to run the economy down for Big. They'll be able to buy for another round. Everyone except Tizian, rather, will be able to buy for another round. He sits on $100, but it's not terrible. Big ideally, though, they want to put a shut to this right now. Can they do so is the question. Tabson again on this op. As we see 3D Max take things quite slow early on. Just going to be splitting up for the default, getting the initial control towards Banana. Those nades actually not really doing any damage. Normally they can be quite effective, but I believe they did just about manage to move out of the way. Castler died. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was taking a bite of my toast. I'm just gonna straight up tell you all the truth, because a little bit hungry. Lots of casting, they didn't get a break between the best of 3s, of course. Let's see though, 40 seconds remaining, still a 5v5. Still really go either way. Utility in play for Big. I was gonna say they could use to run the time down, but Devil with an opening kill. P trying to aggress on mid. Tabson on the op actually finds 2 quick kills. Repeaks for another onto Jinx. And it's just completely shutting this down. That's the bomb dropped. A 2v4 now for Hadji and Devil to try and recover it from. And it's not going to be easy. Kills continuing to light up the kill feed from Big. And there it is. Tabson with a quad. A massive hold. And a 9th round being brought in for Big. 3D Max. They're so close. If they got a bomb plant, they would have had a pretty good buy in this round. But instead, as you can see, it will be somewhat limited. Hadji maybe put down to an SMG as well. It does actually go for the Galil. So it's not terrible, but it's also, of course, not ideal. Being so crucial right now for 3D Max. If they lose this, they're put down onto the eco. Big probably going to find 11 rounds at that point. So for the French side to pick this one up and still try and bring it up towards that 6th round mark is very important. Thompson early on, trying to take a peek in towards apartments, gets tagged down. Needs to be cautious now, of course, from this point forward. Rough. Banana actually does find that kill on Devil as he peeked back into what was already a spam from Xanter. Is pretty much gifted him over the kill at that point, meaning it is now that 5-on-4 in favor of Big through the smoke. Gobby had no vision, I don't think, but just guesses the angle, gets the kill, and Mac is gone. This is not looking good for 3D Max. They could be looking at that instant reset, destroying their economy, and put back down onto an eco again. They are left in such a tough position. No control towards Banana with 35 seconds remaining means they pretty much do have to commit on the A. But they're just going to be walking into the 4 CTs right now that are waiting for them. Flash the smoke. Gobby pushes up close to it so that they will bypass him. Gets the first kill. Doesn't actually manage to take down David, but it doesn't really seem like it's going to matter because with the kills still coming in elsewhere, rather, this round does indeed continue to favor Big. David P running away, realizing that saving that AK into this next round where there will just be an eco for 3D Max is probably the best idea.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, and there you go. He does save the AK, but the problem is now it kind of makes the money unbalanced because with the next round coming up, I think they get $2,400 if I remember correctly, so they will be buying. I think this is 3 rounds in a row they've lost now, so, or at least it will be 3 rounds after this round, so we should see them get a buy onto everyone except for David, so it won't be too bad, but let's see for now. Some upgraded pistols around that AK, a chance for them to at least try and get some damage done. Very slow approach so far. I would like to have maybe seen them go a little bit quicker, send those pistols out first, put the AK in the back perhaps so that you can try and at least find trades. Go, peek towards Banana, really risky when you only have that pistol. Spotting that up towards B could be actually a sign for 3D Max that it is just that one-man setup, because this is something that Big go for very often. Put the upper alone towards the top of Banana, stack 4 on A. So I was thinking maybe they could try and rush down the upper, but they haven't done it. They've gone towards mid instead, and it is a blender as body parts fly everywhere. Those rifles being too effective for the pistols to overcome. 1 kill came in on the next, but it's not a big deal. Economy, of course, at this point, not going to be a worry for Big as we head into the last round of the first half. Here we go. As I said, it is a pretty good buy overall right now for 3D Max. Just the weakness on David P being the Mach 10. But look at this, Xanthars, the confidence. He pushes straight down mid. He has the up looking towards second mid. And catches the headshot on the Haji as he emerges from the underpass. Happy with that 1 kill. They do actually go ahead and fall back off. And I like that. A lot of people might try and... Oh, never mind. I said they fell off, but Xanthars is just sprinting full speed down second mid. His W key definitely working, no question about that. But here we go. 3D Max. 3 players remaining. They're completely entrapped in towards Banana. There's not much they can do other than either try and catch those players and kill them on the flank, or else just commit to B. And that's what they go for with absolutely 0 success. A nice hold next on the Og with a nade assistant as well. 12-3, Big. Looking so good here on this first map of the series. And again, this is the map choice of 3D Max. So this is definitely an impressive performance. And with Dust 2 coming up next, if we don't see 3D Max working their way back into this map here, they could be in trouble. A lot of trouble potentially facing that 2-0. Reminder, of course, 3D Max yesterday, they did look pretty spectacular, taking down G2. Here we go. Second half is indeed going to be going live. Didn't have too long of a break between it. You can see Big wanting to get into the action straight away, of course, and 3D Max wanting to see if they can step it up now and pick up this very important pistol. Without this, likely this map will be pretty much over and done with already. So let's see. What's their plan? They don't have a defuse kit, but they do have some utility onto David P. Early on, trying to get themselves a little bit of info. Peeking down mid. Well, actually, it is spammable with the Deeg, but I don't think it does really much damage that it's worthwhile. The early banana control had been taken, and actually that did sell a bit of a fake. 3D Max rotating a player over towards B, And suddenly it leaves only 2 on the A side of the map to try and actually defend, which is where currently Big are going to aim the attack towards. Jinx and Maka both playing from around the pit area. Actually, Maka pushing up short now. Finds a quick headshot on the Tizian, gets a second on Tabson, and begins to actually shut this push down. One trade from next, but still a man disadvantage for Big to try and overcome. This is the best it's looked in a while for 3D Max, but as I say that, Gobby chimes in as well. They don't take any more damage in overwhelming the bomb site. The bomb will be planted. And as I said, of course, we didn't see 3D Max buy up a defuse kit into this one, so the retake is going to be difficult if they can't make it happen quickly. Here we go, Gobby up close on the Glock, a great weapon at this range. The assistance from Nex as well is going to come in. And David, having been spotted on long, quickly finished off. 13-3, as Big just looks spectacular here on Inferno so far. This is not the 3D Max that we seen yesterday in this qualifier, taking up that win, of course, against G2. And also a 2-0 against North, but of course that 2-0 with North comes with a little bit of an asterisk because North, I believe, are playing a different tournament and weren't able to make it in time, so they forfeited the first map and then ended up losing Dust 2, which was their map choice, which I guess can be noted. They lost 16-8, but yeah, North, of course, have been pretty much unable to play. I didn't mean to put those Fs in there, that was an accident. F is my push to dog button. Actually backspace them. But yeah, force buy right now from 3D Max, pretty much needed at this point. Understandable that they do go for rather eco and being in a position where they're already 6-14, so it's tough. They need to make this force buy happen. They've gone for a trade early on, 1-for-1. Haji on the 5-7. Taking down Gobby. Loses his teammate on the bomb site being the main issue, and actually does need to be cautious of the CT push. Quick headshot, and actually that's an AK now that he picks up to use. This gives him a good opportunity here. Pushing through. Next on the bomb site, not really actually being cautious of that smoke push. Could be in trouble. He has the bomb in his possession. As you can see, Tabson pretty much nowhere nearby, but it doesn't matter. Next with a quick headshot. That gives them the chance to plant now. But they do need to be cautious of David P, who is going to be slowly working his way up through Banana. Oh, that money forces him forward, and he doesn't expect Tabson to be in from CT. 14-3. Force buy, of course, was in play there from 3D Max, meaning either they take an eco right now and try and play for overtime, having to take 12 rounds in a row, or else they can just force right into this one. Wouldn't be really surprised whichever they do, in all honesty. Looks like they're going to eco, but David has bought Kevlar without upgrading his pistol. Oh, does eventually get a deagle, but that of course means he invested up to $900, so yeah, not great. A bit of a strange investment. Zeus for Maka though. See if this can work out. Maybe he can steal a weapon away and give them a chance in this round. Tabson getting up close as well could be in trouble. Ooh, that actually did connect. The Zeus bringing Tizian down to 3 health, but he finds the headshot in the end. Tabson needs to be cautious. Walking out short, gets one at least before falling, but he does hand an AK over to Jinx. Oh. Seen a lot of failed smokes today, guys. Haven't we? We're only at the start of the second series, and already some interesting failed smokes. Not what you see too often. That's usually pretty easy. Just throwing the CT smoke, bounces it off the roof somehow. But yeah, here we go. They have actually sold a very effective fake. Big are going to walk onto that A bomb site, and there's not actually going to be anyone to try and defend, so it should be an easy 15th round, and of course the map point going in favor of Big here on the map choice of 3D Max. A little bit unfortunate with Zeus not actually taking down Tizian. A little bit too far away. A couple of centimeters closer, and he likely would have found that kill. But yeah, in the end, it does mean, of course, Big now taking 15. 3D Max gonna have to take 12 rounds in a row just to send it into overtime. They do at least save an AK, but at this point, that's a bit of shining light in something that is looking very dark indeed. Nice kill from Devil. That's another AK to actually be picked up. So good recovery. That's going to boost up their buy in this next round at least, and give them a chance to try and start to come back up. But of course, with 12 chances to just pick up one round for Big, it seems almost inevitable that they will eventually close the victory out here on Inferno. we go. David going for the shotgun. We said he invested heavily in that previous round, so happy enough to pick up the auto shotty. Has done that pretty much every game we've actually seen from them, even when they were playing up against G2, etc. He was buying in that auto shotty and making it work. So it's not like he's buying it as a joke. He's actually able to use that weapon quite efficiently. With 3D Max, you can see in this game, they just haven't had a chance to get going. 5, 5, 5, 7, and 7. That's the kills between the 3D Max players right there. The difference of 2 frags between the top and the bottom fragger, but that's because none of them have found success so far. Big have been in full control. You can see that from the scoreboard as well. Gobby up there sitting 70-4. Joined by Tabson, Nex, Santer's having a good game as well. Tizian hasn't really been needed as much, but when all your teammates are fragging like that and you're leading 15-3, you're just obviously not needed. Not really been given much chances when your teammates are taking them all. The decoy from David P, showing that he does have a shotgun. As 3D Max do have 4 players towards A right now in this round, actually, so they've taken a similar gamble to what we've seen from Big in pretty much every round they had on that CT side, where they leave one to hold banana and do bolster up the A defense. Can they hold it down is the question. It's actually Big beginning to slowly fall off. They might want to try and actually bring this up through banana eventually. 30 seconds remaining, so they do need to get a move on pretty much ASAP. Oh, and there you go. Gobby able to find one. I'm now going to be doing the observing as well as casting, so this is going to get difficult. But as we can see, one player weapon in through the CT spawn, going to be Gobby. Can they hold this down is the question. Haji, he's the one that's left in this side of them, on this side of the map. Right, they're going to have to do it from construction. Gets the first, but can he find any more is the question. Takes down Tizian. Next up close. He does the damage, but it's not going to be enough as the bomb will indeed be planted. And as you can see, Tabson even being left to try and cut off these rotations. Here's the footsteps. Actually spots, or doesn't spot them rather, but he should have heard the fact that both have gone down mid, so will be called over to his teammate. Santer is now peeking in to the top of banana. Will actually get taken down, and maybe now this could actually begin to unravel. There's no defuse kit though, so time-wise, they really need to get a move on. And of course, Nex as well, still on the bomb site for them to try and actually deal with, meaning they need to move quickly. Getting towards that bomb site, but it's already beginning to tick very quickly. Jinx pushing towards construction, needs that kill, not going to be able to find it. And Tabson finally coming in from behind on the op to take that one towards David as well. 16-3, Big going to go ahead and close out Inferno here with a very dominant victory. And that means, of course, they do now lead this series 1-0. Again, that was the choice of 3D Max in this series. They were the ones that chose Inferno. Big came in with the pick of Dust 2. And that means, of course, Dust 2 coming up next, putting Big in a great position.